Alright guys, welcome to our first week of the Scream String Summer Camp.
Hello, happy campers! Let's sing a song! But we're not
Shelby.
fucking singing.
Maybe later, we'll see. But we got Shelby, we got Brandy, and over there we got Ollie as our special virtual guest tonight. Hi,
We
Ollie.
don't have electricity.
Hey!
We
Hey.
plugged them into a tree. This is actually a figment of our imagination. What you're
It's
hearing
black
right now.
magic.
It is black magic, yes. So tonight we have a great lineup of content for you. We have our summer camp craft by Derek, who a couple weeks back, he was our vendor highlight of the week, and he's going to be showing an awesome tutorial on an amazing art piece that he's doing.
Alliteration.
Yeah. And then we got some horror trivia that we're going to be participating in, and Ollie's going to also participate and see how he does.
Get smoked.
We'll see. And then we'll have our discussion on who the best summer camp killer is. So without further ado, it's Brandy. Do you want to let us know what happened in this day in horror history?
Yes. So, on this day in horror history, on 1943, Tom Holland was born. And not to be confused, obviously, with this new upcoming Tom Holland, who is in all the Spider-Man movies.
Well, maybe he's a shapeshifter.
I mean, he could be, I guess. I wouldn't want to live two double lives like that. But that's
You don't have
me.
any secrets.
Yeah. I mean, he's already being, one person, Peter Parker and Spider-Man, so to also be Tom Holland, I'm sure he can juggle all that.
Well, I'll tell you, the person I like to meet is Aunt May.
Wait, which
Babe
version?
alert.
Are we talking about
The original. The original. Babe alert. I'll be Uncle Ben every generation of Spider-Man.
I mean, you're gonna die real quick, but okay.
It's worth it. I'll come back in 10 years.
So what's Tom Holland best known for, Brandy?
He is best known for directing and writing Child's Play, and he also acted in. Also acted in.
Movies.
He
Yes.
wrote the movie? Was it Psycho 2 he wrote?
No,
He wrote
he
Psycho 2.
acted in Psycho 2.
No, he wrote Psycho 2.
No, he acted in Psycho 2.
I sure would like a
He
toasted cheese
wrote
sandwich.
he wrote and directed Child's Play
And Fright Night.
and Fright Night.
But he wrote Psycho 2.
No, he had a part in Psycho 2.
Okay, well, but he also wrote Psycho 2 as well.
Oh.
Well, I heard the Civil
fine.
War was waged between the Banana Men and the Apple Warriors. So, I think the internet's full of...
Wikipedia says written by Tom Holland.
Yes.
Mic drop.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's not on my little fact sheet. I missed a part.
That's a big part, but alright.
I think
I mean-
people look to
How could
this
anybody
show...
miss Psycho 2?
I think people look to the show to be an accurate bastion of horror knowledge, and you've just discredited us. You've made us look like fools.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to restate all
I
that?
think people come every week to see how well I do in trivia, and they have a really high level expectation for somebody like me, and you've just gone and destroyed my reputation.
Yeah, well,
I work very hard to lose to everybody that comes on this show as a guest trivia contestant.
see, but how am I supposed to mess you up on your facts if I don't tell you everything? That's why you lose.
I mean, are we really going to talk about who loses most on trivia here? Because that would be the royal you, so...
Yeah, I am on a streak
I have at
with
least
that.
scored points in every single game that I've played. Ooh,
You know what? I scored 2 points in our last game.
that does not make up for all the zeros. That's shameful. Even Jeopardy lets you go negative.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't have the history and experience that you do with
Fine.
horror.
I like how we're next to the air conditioner, but we get none of the air conditioning. That's
This is what real
Chris.
camping's like.
All the fun of the noise and none of the cool.
Right?
Damn, damn
Well-
privileged people in their houses.
So, Tom Holland was born on this day, is that correct?
Yes.
Is that what it was? So,
That is-
happy birthday, Tom Holland.
You're old as hell, bro.
But you're
You're still alive.
still amazing.
Well-
and we love you.
Yes, for now.
Don't shit talk people that we can potentially do stuff with in the future.
We love you.
But, whatever.
Patrick said some shit about you, though. You might want to beat his ass.
That's
That
been a running
Shelby,
theme today.
You want to segue us to our next our featured segment here?
I don't see how I can do that without a scooter.
All right. Well, another mic drop. So we have Derek again, who a couple weeks back was our vendor highlighted artist, and he has a special summer camp craft to share with you guys. So
And it's not that terrible weaving thing that we all had to do.
Oh, no,
and
no, no, no.
never finished.
No. So without further ado, here's Derek and his craft for you. All right, Derek, thank you for showing us that amazing summer camp craft.
I'm sure it'll never look as good as you did it when I do it.
And that's the guarantee.
That's what my mom always tells me.
At least your mom's honest with you.
It's true.
We also haven't spoken in 12 years.
Open wounds.
Anyway.
All right, now it's time for trivia.
Yay!
And we have Ollie joining us for some trivia tonight. Ollie's on a bit of a receptive end since we're out here in the woods on our summer camp. We have the cabin behind us, and
He has mad diarrhea, and he's going to stream it from the cabin. This is live from the outhouse.
So Ollie, just let us know if you need a question repeated, and we can do that. And without further ado, Brandy's going to ask the question. Give us some time to think. When we all have an answer, you can go first, and we can just go from there.
You guys aren't writing it down, so how am I going to know that you're not covering up?
You're the game
We're not
master.
gonna
You have the final say. You can't lose this game because you're hosting it. Think of it that way.
Exactly. So you know how many less zeros I'm going to have now? It's great.
It still counts as an L.
But I don't have a fucking zero.
You do. You can't participate.
Anyway,
All right, so we're doing what? 10, is it 10 questions? How many questions we do?
I got 10.
Yeah, 10. All right.
Yeah.
Are any of them about Italian directors?
They are not.
Okay.
Dario Argento.
All right. Question number 1, if I can find some light. It's so dark.
That's what she said. Hey.
Hey, there's a light over here. I can read now.
Okay, happy campers, let's quit complaining and put a smile on, or we'll start singing. We don't
Fine.
want to.
All right. Name 2 horror films about technology turning deadly.
Are you just going to ask us in rounds?
Yes. We already discussed this.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, because you guys don't have paper to write stuff down.
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Waylon bodied me last week.
Yep.
I did. Are you ready to go, Ollie?
Last trivia round.
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, go first.
I got a chopping mall, and then I've got the new Child's Play.
Ooh, good
Solid.
answer. Wow. I didn't think about that.
Shelby.
Sinister. And I'm not done.
Does Sinister really?
I don't know. That's.
I feel like that's really debatable.
I don't think that's. Ooh, anyways, what was your second one?
No, we're good. We're good.
That's a bit of a stretch, I think.
It comes off of film reel.
I get it,
Film
but-
is technology.
I mean, that's true, but the technology's not the thing attacking you.
Okay.
I feel like that's a half a
just
point.
move on. Just move on.
Wait, what's your next answer?
It don't matter. No, it
Okay.
matters. Please.
Anyway.
If you're gonna shut my answer down before I'm done with it, then I'm done answering. That is not the proper decorum for academic team. I'll tell you that right now. That is a demerit, and we get a new question.
And Miss
We're just
Watson
gonna
yells
ignore
at
this.
you.
Right?
Okay, Ollie. See me after class.
Suddenly your teacher knew?
If you had Ann Watson in your life, you would never forget her either.
And not for the other
Trust
reasons.
me.
All right. I'm going to say Videodrome and The Lawnmower Man.
Okay.
Ooh, good.
Solid choices. So, 1 point, and do we give Shelby half a point?
No, just go ahead. You know, let me finish my answer. Just go ahead and mark it down as 0.
Okay.
When Videodrome is literally the fucking same thing.
Okay. Anyways, question 2, Brandy.
Alright. So, question 2.
I'm having the time of my life.
That you-
Hey, children live in this neighborhood!
You cow.
Fat cow! Too fast.
Too furious.
Too fast for y'all.
Anyway, what actress had a small but significant role as Casey in Scream, in Scream 1996?
Oh.
Oh, she said the title of the show is Scream Stream. Ooh. Do I win a prize?
All right, so I think we all need to say this answer at the same time.
Yeah. 3, 2.
Wait, what? Does everybody know it? Is everybody ready? You ready?
Oh no, I literally have no idea because I haven't seen Scream since 1996.
Oh.
Well,
And
this was
so-
clearly not iconic.
Okay. All right, so let's say it. Okay, all of you say it first. What do you think?
That's not fair.
Oh, I'm just gonna have to go with. Oh wait, was it Pamela Anderson?
No, not at all.
All right.
All right, Shelby, do you know?
It's the chick from Destiny's Child.
That's only true. You guys with this Destiny Child stuff.
Okay, it's Drew Barrymore.
Ah, yes,
Yeah,
that is
Destiny's
correct.
Child.
Oh yeah.
Literally, she is
Oh
Destiny's
yeah, that's
Child.
right.
Okay.
The hell am I thinking of?
We have no
Baywatch?
idea.
Is it, were you thinking of Barbarella?
That's
I mean, I think about that often, but
it haunts me.
who knows? Who knows?
Okay. Question number 3. What is the name of the ancient and mysterious book in the Lucio Fulci?
Fulci.
I said, are there any questions about Italian directors? And you said no. And every
Why?
single damn time I play this game, there's an Italian director. Give me 10 questions in this game about an Italian director. This is
I can't
horseshit.
cater to you.
This is kangaroo court.
Anyway, let me start over. What is the name of the ancient and mysterious book in Lucio Fulci's The Beyond,
It's
1981?
Fulci.
It's Fulci.
Fulci, I'm sorry.
Felici.
It just...
You don't go to Olive Garden and order a bowl of fettuccine. It's Fulci. Arrivederci.
You know how I order my food at Olive Garden?
Okay, and what movie was it?
The Beyond, 1981.
Okay.
Alright, you got your answer?
Yeah.
Got your answer, Shelby?
Yeah, sure.
Got your answer, Ollie?
May as well.
Alright.
Let's try what every classic horror book is called, the Necronomicon.
Shelby?
The Necronomicon.
Patrick?
The Necronomicon.
No! It's called the Book of Ebion.
Oh wow, such a distinction. I bet it's got the exact same pages as the Necronomicon. I bet it's bound in human skin.
It's just a
might be.
recover. Just a reissue.
It's just a second edition. It's the Italian publishing of the Necronomicon to get around international copyright law.
From Olive Garden Publishing, you have
They used to bind the children's menus with it.
Well, at least they keep
All the
things interesting.
crosswords puzzles are incantations to rise the dead.
Oh, yeah, you're just sitting there eating spaghetti and you're like, what's going on back there?
I like a bowl of fettuccine and zombies in the kitchen.
Lasagna.
Lasagna.
Alright,
On the double, please.
so next question. The filmmakers use red corn syrup to simulate blood, but not Alfred Hitchcock. What substance did Alfred Hitchcock use in Psycho 1960?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yep. Do you, how about we do this at the same time?
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Semen.
Chocolate syrup.
Chocolate syrup.
You see semen?
No, it's the chocolate syrup. You just heard what you wanted to hear. So who's the pervert now? That's called gaslighting, kids. You're
Now you
crazy.
know.
You're so stupid. You should wear less clothes.
Does he need to dye his hair blonde too?
Oh, absolutely.
You gotta really, really pull off the look.
Evidently. So,
Alright.
what was the answer?
Chocolate syrup.
Okay.
Alright.
So what's our current standings here?
We don't need to do all of that.
2. I have no idea. There's been 4 questions.
It's
Hold
fine.
on.
It's good.
I forget.
That's
I
not
can't
an
keep up.
encouraging sign.
You know what? You have 0.
I said we don't need to go over the score.
That's fine. We'll figure it out.
We'll have it at the end.
We'll fix it in post.
Fix it in post. That's right.
Okay. So, next question. Name 3 horror movies that don't have gratuitous nudity. Make you guys really think on this.
Define gratuitous.
More than one booby.
This is hard. I don't know. 3 movies?
3.
Pick a different question.
No, I got this one.
How nude?
I'd like this because most horror movies have. I mean, that's what it starts out with.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
The Fog doesn't. Oh,
Disqualified.
all right, I'm ready.
You ready, Shelby?
Mhm.
You ready, Ollie?
I mean, as ready as I'm ever gonna be, I guess.
Okay, start us off.
All right. If it counts, I'm gonna start with Alien. Because I can't really think of anything happening in there. And then it's been so long, but Body Bags. I'm gonna say I can't. It comes close, I think, a couple times, but I can't think of an actual full-on scene.
I wouldn't call it gratuitous. On Body Bags, there's one scene where the John Carpenter coroner takes out.
It's like a side boob, isn't it?
Well, it's like a
corpse.
corpse that has like implants. But
You're right.
I wouldn't call it gratuitous though, so
Yeah,
that's good.
I think we can let that one. Yeah.
It's not a sex scene.
Let's see. The third one
But
I
hey,
had.
hey, we do see Mark Hamill's ass in Body Bags.
You're damn right we do.
No.
Worth the price of
Good
admission,
stuff.
kids. Ask your parents for
and-
permission.
and then I had to reuse an answer, but we're gonna go old school and do the original Child Play.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
All right.
Solid.
All right.
All right, Shelby, show us what you got.
Insidious.
Okay.
And then head in my head.
And that's where it's gonna stay.
No. And then Sinister. I'm reusing an answer since
Okay.
it wasn't good enough the first fucking time.
well, it didn't work before, so
True.
I don't remember there being nudity, and I think it technically counts as a horror movie, and I love any chance I can to drop it. Maximum Overdrive.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
It has gratuitous mechanical violence. No nudity.
gratuitous AC/DC.
Gratuitous.
Who
Cocaine
made
King.
who? Cocaine King. Yes.
See, drugs? Okay. That's fine.
All right.
We just don't have nudity.
I got Phantasm. I have The Fog, and I have The Thing.
R.I.P. Reggie. You should have gotten laid in all those movies, even though you're not dead in real life or in the movies. But R.I.P.
Just
He
in
tried. That hound dog tries every movie to get laid, and it just
He
ain't
does.
happening.
Poor guy.
Son of
That
a
will,
bitch.
you know, if he ever gets laid, that'll probably be the end of his acting.
That should be how it ends. Like the final one
Like,
should be Reggie getting laid. That's
okay,
the end
I mean-
scene. And it was the tall man the entire time he was banging.
Well,
90 minutes of it.
Just 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
Gratuitous,
banging.
but tasteful. Like, how can you make full penetration in an R-rated movie tasteful? I think The Gang solved that in Lethal Weapon 5 and
5 and
6.
6. Yes.
What constitutes tasteful nudity?
All right. How many questions do we have left? That 6?
Yeah, we have.
7? I don't know.
No, that was 5.
That was
Wow.
5.
I,
We're a product of public school.
We
I
haven't
know.
even started yet.
counting is really hard for me.
We were just talking. All right.
All right. Name 3 horror movies that include a human sacrifice.
God, you with these. Pick a different question.
Yeah, come on, man. What are these
Why?
multiple choice questions?
It's-
Come on.
Man, we need just a straight up answer.
We have to fucking think of
Fine.
9 movies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you all can think of the same 3.
There
I
are
think.
not 9 movies in the horror genre. Period.
Come on now. All right.
You guys make me sad. I really like that one.
Can you name 3?
Because you're rich.
Yes, I
Hard.
can. I can also name one that's not on here.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm cool like that. Okay. What actor both directed and starred in Frailty? 2001.
What repeat? What was it?
Frailty.
He both directed and starred in Frailty. Or they, whoever.
I'm ready.
You ready, Shelby?
Yeah, sure.
Are you ready, Ollie?
Yeah,
Okay, start us off.
George Lucas.
Okay,
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Shelby.
Vincenzo Gorlami.
Love it. Patrick.
Who is Dario Argento?
No, you're all wrong.
I was the closest.
The answer is Bill Paxton.
Oh.
Not even Italian.
I was gonna say Argento because that's my go-to for that show was go-to for anything Italian. Who is Dario Argento?
Well, it's like right 33% of the time, so...
Just like
That's
you're
called
right,
accuracy.
yeah.
You always answer 0, 1, or 7 on a math question, and it's almost always right.
60% of the time, it's right 100%
It's uncanny.
of the time.
You just have to have an answer. That's all they want. Nobody does that shit. Nerds. But when they consolidate those damn schools, I'm taking my hardware back. Those trophies are mine. They're not Fulton County's.
Wow, deep cuts here tonight, folks.
Passion.
Those are my trophies. Those are my district championships.
I got to some later.
Okay.
Questions.
In the tent? The tent of secrets?
Yes.
Anyway.
That's a found footage episode.
It's never mind.
It's
Go
a
ahead.
special tool we'll use later to help us.
All right.
True or false? The makers of Poltergeist, 1982, used specialized skeletons made from balsa wood for the swimming pool sequence near the end of the film.
This needs to be a 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Ready?
What? Is everybody ready?
Yeah, it's
What I
true
just
false.
said.
This
Okay.
is what all the questions should
All
have
right.
been.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
False.
False.
I didn't hear you answer.
He said true.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I didn't. I said false.
He said true.
You
He
all
said
are hearing
true.
what you want
The
to hear.
answer is false. They use real human skeletons.
Yep. Thanks, Toby Hooper and Steven Spielberg.
No, we like the authenticity.
I think that's kind of disrespectful to dead people, but
Well, yeah.
cool.
But, yeah.
I'm not using my skeleton.
Cool, I'm not desecrating Indian burial grounds. So.
Okay, well yeah, that's different.
Chief Neil Diamond Phillips.
There's bugs touching me.
You got a
Well, welcome to camping.
lantern.
I'm so sorry your experience in outdoors was unsatisfactory. Who's ever enjoyed being outside for 12 hours straight?
0 of 10 would recommend hanging out outside at night with a light next to you.
The lights are... We don't use lights. We're
I
outside.
have a nice little camp light
Well,
to read.
it's uncanny how well these cameras are capturing this footage without any external light. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Yep. I just have some really good lighting.
What a great soundstage we
The
don't have.
moon, the fire, and the lantern.
And the warmth of friendship. Is what I would say if I had friends.
All right. Question.
Okay. What was my question on here? Well, I guess you guys don't want it into horror movies.
No.
So
Slow down! Maniacs!
is this what people do when they camp? Just like yell at people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, you yell at the
Oh,
other
I
camper.
things was like
Yeah,
an
you
old.
drink and yell. That's
It's
throw
what you
things
do.
in the fire that you're not supposed to throw in the fire.
And you rake a giant pile of pine needles right next to the fire.
That's how to camp 101.
And the fire has to be 12 foot tall when it's 110 degrees out.
You're trying to warm up the planet.
You get so hot, there's like it creates a convection current, and the wind actually blows again. It's amazing.
All right. How about we do a Polish filmmaker?
Oh, great. That'll be even easier. There's going to be a lot of consonants.
What controversial Polish filmmaker directed Repulsion, 1965?
Well, let me see. I saw that movie in theaters, so...
We know you're secretly like a
Yeah, my
vampire.
parents were actually killed when we were leaving the theater by a street thug.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How did that impact you?
It was really hard growing up as an orphan billionaire.
Yeah, I imagine it was.
Now I like to go and beat up the mentally ill, practice karate moves on them.
Yeah, and then you have your own private staff to make sure you're fine
Well,
health-wise.
just the
and-
one. Just the one.
So you need just the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody got any answers? Shelby, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Ready, Ollie?
I mean, I'll tell you a name, but it's not going to be right.
Well, at least you're trying. All right. What's your answer?
George Lucas. It's going to eventually be right.
You'll get there. Shelby.
Waylon Bacon.
Okay. Patrick.
Who was Roland Polanski?
Yes.
Oh.
Seriously?
Do we have...
Oh shit! I just
Come on,
guessed.
man. He's a child rapist. What the fuck?
I said controversial.
We don't support pedophilia. Throw that question out. And fuck Roman Polanski.
I totally
Well, that's
guessed.
probably what
Woody
he
Allen.
was.
That's what's
Because
up.
that's all they do is touch kids. So,
Oh wow.
and that's your hot take of the night, but it's not that hot. It's fucking proven. So,
See, this whole I can't make you name several movies.
It's bullshit.
Makes me sad because I want to know what Scandinavian horror movies you know.
None.
The Witch.
That was skinny. Was it?
No, what's that one that was on Netflix like 2 years ago? It came out. It's like they're walking on the mountain and it's like some creepy ass.
Troll hunters?
No, not Troll Hunters. It was something like The Witch. It was like one word, and it was like they were up in the mountains and they find this little cult village where they were like worshiping this creepy ass Nordic monster, and it shows up. It's creepy as shit. And if you leave the forest, it can't hunt you.
Mama?
No, not Mama.
I don't
I
know.
can't remember what the name of it was. It was really creepy. It was on Netflix. It was like a Netflix produced movie. It's probably still there. I think they made it. So it was a big thing. It was like one of the first horror movies I did.
Interesting. So yeah, we're not doing that one. So pick another question.
I would have gotten it right, but not know the title. So
I don't think we got 3 between us.
Yeah. Okay.
blame the game master.
Yeah. Hey, I like to keep it interesting.
Yeah.
No, it's interesting. All right.
Yeah. Okay. A man returns to his home country and gets bitten by some sort of dog, resulting in a cursed existence wherein he tries to kill those he loves in this 1941 film.
I got it.
You got an answer, Shelby?
Yeah.
You got an answer, Ollie?
Yeah, sure.
All right. What's your answer?
Let's go with the werewolf.
Okay. Shelby?
Wolfman.
Let's go with yeah.
What?
No answer.
Okay. Patrick?
The Wolfman.
It is indeed the Wolfman. You should have just copied their answers.
That doesn't seem genuine.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it's not, but
We'll fix it in post.
suddenly magical fast. Okay. Alright, next question. What 1960 French horror classic was heavily edited before being released in the United States under the name The Horror Chamber of Dr. Faust?
What year was it?
It's probably no, the fucking 1940
It was a
movie.
1960 French horror.
Oh. I've done so well in the international films category tonight. I can't imagine this will be any trouble at all.
Alright, you guys got answers?
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
No, why not?
Alright, Ollie, start us off.
The Blood Waters of Dr. Z.
Is that an actual title of a film?
Yes, it is.
Really? Okay. Wow.
He's keeping in theme with naming actual people and places.
No, I mean, I was going to say, if that wasn't that, then we're going to make a script out of that, because that was amazing. All right, Shelby.
Excuse you, that's my job.
Oh.
Shelby, what's your answer?
Party Like Hell.
Okay.
The only movie I've ever seen where somebody's dick gets ripped off and stabbed through their head.
I haven't seen this.
It's
but
amazing.
That sounds interesting. Add it to my list. Patrick.
I got it inside.
Of course you
Inside. What is You'll Die?
do. No. The answer is Eyes Without a Face.
Yep.
Of course.
It's classic.
It's a French
It's
classic.
iconic, genre defining.
Well, everybody's always raving about the damn Italian movies. Why don't we talk about the French movies?
I tried to do Scandinavian to help you out with something new.
Oh, that really narrows it down. Thanks.
Obviously, what we've learned tonight is you guys need to branch out a little bit more.
Why don't you ask me to name a Tom Cruise movie?
What horror movie is Tom Cruise in?
Interview with the Vampire.
Edge of Tomorrow. Horrifying reality.
First of all, I don't like watching him in.
I didn't say I agreed with the man's politics, but he makes a damn fine film because he actually believes in that alien shit.
Don't anger the Scientologists. I know.
If a Scientologist is a problem with me, please sue me. I have no money, and you will be very disappointed. You will never silence a poor, broke, destitute man.
Also, that would be
Who has
really
nothing to
great
lose.
for our
That'd be
views.
great PR. Please, Scientology, come run my fade. I don't give a fuck. L. Ron Hoyabembe was a black man.
And that's his hot take of the night.
Eric Andre has already established that, so I'm just a prophet of that message.
Yeah.
L. Ron Hoyabembe. There's something in my car. Probably a raccoon. It's okay.
All
They
right.
can drive.
You got any more? Was that it?
That was it.
All right.
So,
Well, I
Patrick,
got to be honest with you. I didn't score a point, and I had the worst time of my life.
eventually you're going to be like neck and neck with me on
Oh,
on
she
losing.
said saying you gotta get to her level.
Yeah, he's going to get there. Yes. Anyway, obviously Patrick got the most answers correct. So we
I
know
hope
who's-
you all are having fun, because I'm not.
Yeah, I came in second place of 3 people and somebody who got none right. So I feel
So,
very
I
accomplished.
hope you feel real good about yourselves. You just beat somebody who's mentally challenged. Congratulations. Let's just name international horror movies all night and beat up on the kids that didn't get to watch movies. I'm sorry, if it didn't show on AMC, I didn't see it, okay? Ask me a question about Aliens or Terminator 2.
Okay. I will specifically tailor the questions to you next week.
I'll kick your ass in a sci-fi category, I'll tell you that right now.
Well,
Y'all nerds can watch your little horror movies and piss your pants all night.
look, this is horror trivia. But you know,
It doesn't have to have zombies in it for it to be a horror movie.
I didn't say it did.
I think the disturbing realities in some sci-fi movies can count as horror.
Anyway,
That's my hot take of the night. There it is. I know you came for it.
as always,
I'll be here all week.
unfortunately.
All right.
We don't have any food either.
It was trivia. And yeah, so now let's jettison into our topic discussion of the night, which is who is the best summer camp killer of all the, you know, in the 80s we had a huge surge of summer camp slasher.
Have we ever established why that became a thing?
Became a thing because of Friday the 13th.
I mean,
Like there's so many copycat films that took off after it. And
well, you just took all the air out of that. I mean, that could have been like a 2-hour discussion. You just like straight up. Well, I'm sorry, kids. I tried to come up with an engaging discussion topic, and
A to Z,
Patrick
real
ruined
I
it.
had thoughts on that actually.
Yeah, I thank you,
well,
Ollie.
I mean, we can talk about it.
Let's just shut down the conversation before it happens.
Thanks, Mr. Know-It-All.
I hate rabbits. You've angered the gods.
say smoke.
Yeah, it's a real smoke show now.
Yeah, so, you know, there's tons of numerous films that are horror films that take place within the summer camp setting. And you know, obviously it started with Friday the 13th, then we had The Burning, Madman, Sleepaway Camp, Summer Camp Nightmare was one that is lesser known. But yeah, so I guess we can just go around. We can talk
I
about.
think the best name was Sleepaway Camp. Of all the theme movies. I mean, Friday the 13th is obviously iconic, and it wasn't
Yeah,
based
and-
on
and-
killing people at summer camp.
And you know, like
Primarily.
I think one thing we've done, you know, these past 2 weeks, or these, you know, this week and next week with the summer camp theme of things, we wanted to not dive into into that series because it's so on a league of its own as far as, you know, iconic moments and characters and stuff, that we wanted to focus on the ones that are, you know, not that and stuff. So But yeah, so I guess we can just go around and we can talk about who we each think is the best summer camp killer that's not Jason Voorhees. Brandy, do you want to start it off?
Sure.
Okay.
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 So first of all, my movies are very... I can see you, Shelby.
What?
Why are you shaking your head at me?
I'm talking to the audience, not you.
Yeah.
It's a special tool we have. I'm really vibing with them right now. You know.
Oh.
They come here for me and Ollie. They don't come here for you two. You bums.
Oh, by the way, I want us to pause for a moment and introduce Ollie.
Whoops.
Take off your top.
Because Ollie is like this silent partner that we've had for years and years and years.
Well, he's not so silent now, is he?
You've
just.
They have to come out of the woodwork once in a while.
Well, yeah, but yeah. So
we've already revealed Waylon. I mean, we're not gonna have any more secrets for these people.
Ollie was a writer on the first, I believe, 2 episodes of Horror Hut, and maybe more in the future if he's down for it. But also, he's the one that actually came up with the name Scream Stream for this show. Back last year when I was trying to figure out a good name for it, and he delivered it again. So Ollie, we're so glad we actually can have you on an episode, and hope we can have you on for more in the future and stuff.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Ollie, I think you got the inspiration for the name when you were trying to pass a kidney stone. Is that correct? That's what my card says.
Yeah, it's a long, complicated story, and I'm happy to go into it.
I think
We
the
have the
audience
time.
will really appreciate that.
No, the one thing that I've always tried when working with you and Patrick is trying to. I'm an ideas man. I very rarely am able to finish anything that I work on,
Preach.
but I'm good with ideas.
I think we're 3 ideas, man.
And-
I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
We need somebody who can do
we-
some work. We're hiring, by the way, please.
Oh yeah.
This is a call to
shoot.
action.
And also, let's not forget your contributions to the Knights trilogy. We have
R.I.P.
That's gonna happen one day. You helped write Side Effects May Include, and then we had the premise for Cigarette Burns, right?
Yep.
Or no,
Yeah,
no, it was
that's one that I
Orange,
kick around at.
Orange Glow,
It's,
wasn't
It's getting there.
it? Was it Cigarette Burns or was it
Orange Glow.
Orange Glow? Yeah.
I thought he was calling the Camel Man.
That works too. It may change to that.
That's bullshit. It's time for Brandy to have the smoke.
Does it make me mysterious? Like,
yeah.
with this axe, do I look like a real killer?
You're like a sexy
Don't
killer.
reveal
that's-
the final
hasn't
scene
been
of
camping before.
the show.
I've been camping.
We're definitely not going to have anybody killed on this show.
Right.
But yeah, so Ollie, we're so glad you've joined us tonight, and we hope you can come for future episodes. And,
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
smells so bad.
yeah. Well, let's take it off the fire then.
Please,
It's not gonna catch.
Please let me do
Clearly
some
not
more
gonna
work.
catch now.
It just smells so
Oh my
bad.
god, you're just gonna complain all night?
It's
Yes.
what I do.
It's gonna be a long trip.
Well, you
Without
know,
any food and no firewood.
Patrick,
What?
I don't have any firewood. It was your fault.
Does
Sorry.
aluminum burn?
Yes.
Okay.
Call it the Aluminum Man.
Aluminum.
The Aluminum Man is in development, circa 2005.
I mean, we literally could talk all night long about this shit we have in development. But that's not what we're here for. You're here for
Development Hell is my book of
for
ideas that I haven't
Scream
finished.
Stream Summer Camp and our discussion on the best summer killers.
If it's ever released.
Brandy, who is your pick for the best summer camp killer? Go.
Okay, so suddenly names are like really hard for me. As usual. Okay, so I'm limited on the amount of summer killer movies that I have seen. However, I am really liking Sleepaway Camp. Because, you know what? She gets to it. She gets to the point, and she is effective about killing people. Okay?
It's true.
Like, the whole time. She's just like, boom, 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 done.
Yeah.
She's
And-
just a fucking narc.
Huh?
She's buzzkill. Ruins everybody's fun.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you die. So,
Now, are you talking about Angela in the first one, or just all the films you've seen of her?
all the films I've seen.
All the films, yeah.
Yeah.
To me, one of her most like the one kill scene, death scene that she has that kind of always makes me kind of cringe is the curling iron up the vag scene in the original Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah.
Because if I remember right, I can't remember if you see the shadows.
It's just the shadow.
And then you see like her hand.
Her hands are like reaching up, so like you don't actually see what's happening, but you know she has a curling iron.
Oh, you know where it's going. Now that went up, I believe, into Judy, which was her.
What's a vagina?
We'll talk about it later.
In Ronnie's shack. Out in Ronnie's shack.
I just.
Speaking of Ronnie, let's talk about.
I've learned something.
And let's talk about. We're repping these awesome Scream Stream Summer Camp T-shirts. Also, but one thing we discussed about doing and not doing was
that's product placement, kids.
Was having the shorts that were featured in Sleepaway Camp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Just below the ball line.
Just beautiful.
And just a reminder that they also wore those shorts playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Great time.
Yeah, and so
a better time.
That was a no from the majority of us on that. But I agree with you. I think Angela was a good. I think she's a strong suitor for being one of the best horror killers. And, especially in 2 and 3, she was way more creative and stuff with the kills. Basically she shoved someone down an outhouse with some leeches,
that was
right?
my favorite of the kills.
Yeah. Gnarly.
That is probably. I don't know if I would hate that one or having my head mowed off.
I mean, but you
I don't know
die
which would be
two
worse.
ways. You die from drowning in poo-poo, or you die from the horrible systemic infection you get from swimming in poo-poo. If you somehow manage to get out of that.
Yeah.
Well,
poo-poo.
See,
You die
I know.
from poo-poo either way.
If I get my head mowed off, it's a lot quicker, but I feel like it's also going to be a lot more painful.
I don't know if it's gonna be a lot quicker because
I mean, it just chops by layers. I mean, you're probably gonna feel the first couple of hits.
But it's going to be a lot quicker
It's
than like
shaving
waiting
your
to.
head like a Hawaiian ice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's try it out. You got a lawnmower?
I do.
Let's just fire that bitch up. Stay tuned.
Ugh.
We'll fix it in post.
Okay. Shall we? What do you think?
Well, I'm gonna.
What are you thinking about it?
Well, I'm gonna escape on a technicality, and I'm gonna say Mrs. Voorhees is the best summer camp killer.
Wow.
But
You did say Jason, Patrick.
That's
did,
true.
he did.
Wow. I'll actually give you that one.
It doesn't matter if you give it to me or not. I said what I said. You can't take it away
Whoa.
from me.
he's like, this is what it is.
This is what it is.
Okay.
I don't have to substantiate that.
Oh, so
She was the first female summer camp killer, and she'll remain the original female summer camp killer. Smoke
Okay.
show, total smoke show. We dated for a few years. Then I realized she was just a corpse in a house.
Oh, that's
After a while.
that's always
The head.
disappointing when you find that
There's
out.
a head.
My roommate was such a fucking weirdo, though. He was always fucking barging in at weird ass hours a day. Never said a word. Ugly as hell.
Did he at least pay his rent?
Hell no, he didn't pay rent. We lived in a shack in the woods. You think we're paying rent?
That's what happens when you live in the woods.
So Ollie, tell us what your opinion is on this
Bear with me.
bearing.
Oh, he's already yelled at me. He can't yell at you. You're the guest.
Wednesday Addams.
Oh, God.
And Addams Family Values.
I thought you were going to reference Wacky Racers at first.
Oh wow.
She is a very determined person.
I will. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
That's. I didn't even think
And
about
keep
her.
in
Wow.
mind, she drowns Tori Spelling, and then she roasts the two counselors alive at the Thanksgiving Day in the middle of July celebration that they're having. So it's there's a lot of little moments with her and that when they're at camp that I was like, if I can't use Friday the 13th in a technical legal way, then
as legal counsel.
and then Brandy, of course, already chose Angela, which of the mainstream kind of camp movies from the 80s, it's with, you know, Brandy's pick of Angela, and how as campy as that movie could be, no pun intended.
He said we're camping right now.
It really worked with this, you know, the iconic twist at
Right.
the end,
Yeah.
and just how perfect it all kind of came together at the end. And so, but you know, it's the Addams Family's movies were always just this little bit of darkness underneath this sheen, and when you know, they're at the swimming, doing the swimming hole scene, and she says, you know, they want to volunteer to be the victim, and Tori says, "I'll be the victim all your life," and and it has her jump in and go underwater, and I can't swim. It's perfect little moments like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna run with that bad boy right there. So that's my pick. Wednesday Addams, Addams Family Values.
And if I'm not mistaken,
Camp
that was directed by George Lucas, correct?
Yes. It's under one of his pseudonyms.
He also played Wednesday Addams.
What was the camp name? That was it Camp Chickawaw?
Yeah, Chippewa. Yeah.
Chippewa. Yeah.
It's no Roy C. Manchester, but it'll do.
Yeah. No.
So Ollie, since you have access to a computer and we don't,
Because we're camping.
because we're camping,
We don't have electricity either.
can you do me a big favor?
Yes, sir.
All right, can you look up the name of the killer from The Burning? As soon as you say it, it's gonna bug the hell out of me, but I can't think of it.
Bernie.
It's
What about Todd? One night, Camp Blackfoot, blah blah blah. Caretaker named Cropsy.
Cropsy. Yes. Okay.
Who the hell names a kid Cropsy?
So
That dude's a serial killer.
yeah, my pick for best killer is Cropsy because I think he has a good justified backstory, and he has great kills, and plus this shouldn't come into play, but it does. We have Jason Alexander, aka George Costanza, in The Burning. It was his film debut, but Cropsy was I feel like was a great. It was based off of what was it? Based off of something in real life, wasn't it, Ollie? Can you look that up?
It's probably another Ed Gein reference.
Let me hacker man over here and see if I can.
Reset.
I think Ollie should be on our show from time to time and be our like fact checker.
I'm
Yes.
research.
Yeah, you should be like our fact checker, and if someone says something irrational, you can look it up. And
I don't need anybody trying to hold my hot takes in check. And if you're trying to take my hot takes away from me, I'll start my own show called Shelby's Hot Takes, and we'll see which
Once
one
they
wins
start
up.
being wrong, then we'll see.
Mhm. But yeah,
Let's see. I haven't found it yet, but I'll continue my research to see
Alright.
if I can.
well, because I say that because in
Close Pornhub and then look. I find that very
Oh,
distracting
shit,
when I'm
that's what
working.
it is.
because in Madman, which has another summer camp killer called Madman Mars. In that film, they were supposed to be basing it off of some type of legend or some type of real life thing or legend or something, but they switched it because The Burning came out and they were using the Cropsy name and stuff, so they switched it to Madman Mars. I believe that's correct. But yeah, I feel like his burn. So basically, Cropsy is I believe he was a caretaker on a camp. He was burned, and a couple of years later, he returns and kills these camp counselors at Camp Blackfoot or wherever the camp's called, I believe. But
It's just Phantom of the Opera, but outside.
He's burnt and stuff, and there's really great kill scenes in it, and I feel like he has a little bit of some justification for his killings as opposed to Angela, who I feel is just killing because she's a weirdo. And
it's because her aunt was a freaking weirdo and made her. Well, Angela was a boy, and made her act like a girl. So she's psychologically messed up.
Oh, yeah.
That's not her fault.
And then later on, she was played by Pamela Springsteen,
right?
related to Bruce Springsteen, so you can't be right coming from the same bloodline as Bruce Springsteen. So she channeled that into the character.
You're right.
You don't disparage the East Street Band on this set, young man.
I got no problem with the East Street
Those are
Band.
some dad jams right there.
I did want to say that there is one real life horror connection to The Burning, and that is it was the first movie that Harvey Weinstein made.
Oh God!
So,
well, there you go.
There you go.
If the condom fits, you don't wear
Launched a
it.
horror franchise in real life.
So I feel like I win automatically because we have a real life monster infecting the film.
No, bullshit. Because just because you know the names of pedophiles doesn't make you a genius. Because you also said
you're
Roman
like 2 for
Polanski.
2 right now.
We got the pedophile expert over here, Mr. Law and Order SVU. Okay, Dick Wolf. Why don't you write me a soap opera about that? Disgusting.
Let's
Disgusting.
These are the friends that you keep, Shelby. How do you
not
feel about that?
friends. Oh, he's my only friend.
I don't know.
Me and Shelby, we really had no choice in life because as far back as I can remember, we've just been friends, and there's really been no.
It's kind of been a legal obligation. I'm a
Honestly.
ward of the state.
Because
They're legal caretakers of each other.
It's like a codependent common law marriage.
at this point,
It's
we're
very
like,
toxic.
We're like
Please.
26, 7 years into this friendship.
Please, if you can send help, do so. This is a cry for
literally
help.
begging.
This is a cry for help.
I do have an axe. I can easily.
It's not sharp enough to kill anybody. I already tried.
Oh,
It's true.
well.
Who did you say? Pamela? Pamela? Pamela.
She's great. She's got a good smile. A good, creepy smile.
Yeah, but
It comes off very innocent.
Nice ass.
Okay.
I just find it hard to believe that she was able to kill as many people as she did. She did, though, which is fine.
Well,
but
it's a movie. So.
Well, if we're just going to go ahead and just destroy everybody's dreams before we even get out of the gate, I mean, then what's the point of playing?
You know what? You can walk your ass back to Murray, Kentucky.
I have the car, right?
It's blocked in.
It's blocked in.
Good luck. And we're also out in the woods, so you can't drive.
I can eventually make my way to my car, and
You were destroying
Oh,
the immersive
you know
set.
what?
Yeah, see, that's how you trip over your own feet and wind up in the leaves.
That's how you
Yes.
get
this is
pushed.
how I get murdered at
This
camp.
is-
This is what you're trying to do. You're trying to make me a camp murder
This is
victim.
how you get pushed down the steps in a wheelchair at the cabin. We're gonna break your legs.
Oh.
That was so
Turn
unnecessary.
into a human popsicle.
Oh my God!
And the tree limb cutter.
I've got to. I've got to resurrect those old DVD. What were they called? The small DVDs.
CDRs?
Are they called mini DVDs?
Mini DVDs. Were they?
Yes.
Okay, I thought. All right, sorry for that technical difficulty. We are back.
Technically, you're the only one that had a difficulty.
No,
That's true.
Sure. Got him.
zing. But yeah, I think Pamela is in the mid pack of the best summer camp killers. Despite being the OG summer camp killer, I'll give her that. Angela, I feel is really good. Wednesday Addams. was a dark
bitch.
horse that makes a lot of sense. So yeah.
I have a lot of feelings about Adam's Family Values, so if you ever cover that, you bring me back on.
Oh, listen.
I think Dick
a lot of
Dastardly and
hard
Wacky
opinions.
Racers might be in the running too.
I like that the Addams Family Values draws you in because
the Addams Family
values, and then you're like, wait a
The
minute.
family that slays together stays together.
Accurate.
Adam's Family Values has a lot of sexual innuendos that I never caught before until I recently watched it with my daughter.
Man, Gomez and Tish should be getting it.
No, not them. It
Well,
was
I mean, the Debbie
yes,
and
and Fester.
Fester storyline,
yeah.
that's a horror movie in and of
Yes,
itself.
it is.
absolutely.
Yes.
It's a terrible marriage. This is the Black Widow storyline, Debbie, and I'm sorry, this is going to get into my hard opinions about Adam's Family Values
Ooh.
now.
Hot take.
Hot
But
take alert.
Debbie
You thought I was
is
delivering it
more of an
tonight.
Addams,
Uh-oh.
than the lady from the first one who married Cousin It. And
Yeah.
I will die on this hill. If anybody disagrees, you come to my house and you fight me in real life.
Can we get your address real
Debbie
quick?
is an Addams, and the lady from the first one that married Cousin It is an Addams by marriage only. So you come fight me in real life, and we'll settle this.
That might hold up in court. You may be
The
okay.
challenge is issued. People of the internet.
I'm gonna have my people call your people. This hot take may stand. This may just be a regular take.
It's a golden take.
Like I said, I have a lot of hard opinions about this movie. So
That was more of a money shot than a hot take.
That's true. All right. Well, let's cap off this night with a review of one of the newer summer camp films, which is "You Might Be the Killer," starring Allison Hannigan of Buffy fame and of How I Met Your Mother fame. This came out a couple years back. It's really great. This is one of my newer horror films that I actually enjoy quite a bit. So we'll leave you with this great review of this new summer camp film, and we'll catch you next week for week 2 of Scream Stream Summer Camp. We'll catch you then.
We're not gonna save and put this fire out either. I'm gonna leave it burning. Take that, Smokey.
All right. Hey guys, and welcome to this special review of You Might Be the Killer, which was a 2018 film released in 2018 that flips the script a little bit on the summer camp horror genre that was mainly prevalent in the 80s, and I thought this was a great addition to the slasher summer camp theme. We have Allison Hannigan and Frank. What's his name? His name it was Frank Krantz. Krantz. As Sam, our main character, and Allison Hannigan plays his best friend, who is a horror movie fanatic, works at a video store, and basically goes through trials and tribulations of discovering the camp he's counseling at. The counselors are being killed one by one. He's discovering their bodies. He's slowly suspecting that, hence the title, he might be the killer.
Correction.
So,
He doesn't suspect it. She suspects it.
that's true.
And
That's
then
true.
he agrees.
Yeah, okay. Well, teach their own. So I caught this when it first went to Shudder as a Shudder exclusive, and that's been a little while ago. You actually just watched it more recently, so I'd love to know what your take was on it as a film, and the plot structure, and the acting, and just the overall tone of it and everything.
Yeah. Well, I've never seen him act in anything that I recall. But he did
Right.
pretty good. He did pretty good about with his role and being surprised about, hey, I think you might be the killer. And whenever he's getting his memories back, he's like, oh no, I've done this thing. And, he's actively like, I want to stop remembering what I've done.
Right, yeah.
And then, obviously, when we get to the final girl, he's kind of like, so this is what I have to do. Like, she's, he wants to prevent the final girl from taking him out, but he's also kind of, like, accepted it.
Yeah,
But the way he did all that, I thought it was really good acting. I love Alyssa Hannigan in anything she does. So I think she did really well. She's already done supernatural stuff, like with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So we already know she's got that role down really well. And I mean, she pretty much walks him through it, And I think it was a funny take on, like you said, like the summer slasher films that were going on that was such a serious thing. And she's just kind of like, oh, hey, is this going on? Is this going on? Yeah, right. You might be the guy. Here's kind of like the only ending that's going to happen. And she's she's just really accepting of it. And, the ending with the phone call, I mean, she did pretty good with his death. And then she's like, oh, hey. Because that's what she predicted. She's like, oh, you'll come back in a few years. It'll be fine.
Right, yeah. But it really pays homage to, like, especially like Friday the 13th Part 6, when Jason is like literally brought back to life via lightning, like Frankenstein. So like with that ending and stuff, and with the mask and everything. By the way, which that mask was very, very cool. The look of it and stuff, and I thought it was a pretty unique take on the killer mask. Also, one of the things I really loved was the fact that how you get what happened previously in bits and pieces throughout, and it has the kill count, I think it was like kill number, whatever, and then it was like
adopted kill number 6.
Yeah, and this goes back and forth, and with the one that was thrown in the pit, I think was that the one that was his love interest.
Yes.
Yeah, like it had her as killed, and then it retracted it and stuff and everything. I thought it was really cool. That was a cool aspect of the film and stuff.
Yeah, because at one point they have like kill number 11, kill 12, go back to kill 11, or like it was either 12 or 11 or 9 or 10. I don't remember, but yeah, they're like, and they reference kill number 6 several times throughout it. So they're like kill number 6, kill number 6 again, kill number 6 still.
Yeah. That was a funny part. I definitely think that it was, obviously they had the stereotypical, camp, the jock, but basically the equivalent of the high school cliche people, the jock, the chick, the hot chicks, the sluts, all of that were I mean, insert whatever word you want to substitute for slut.
There are more PC terms that could be used there.
Promiscuous women. But yeah, so, and it kind of follows our main character, who had, I believe it was the previous summer, he had a love interest with this one chick, and then she wasn't that interested the following summer.
No, at the end of it, the end of the summer is coming up, and she's like, this was just a fun fling.
Right.
And that's kind of what summer is for, a lot of people. It's like, let's just enjoy the here and now.
It could be a
not
summer
force
savage.
Anything. Yeah, and then, they come back, and she's, I guess their ending wasn't very well from what I understand. So, like, he was still kind of like pining after her, and she's like, eh.
Yeah, which again boils down to the general role of communicating and making sure you and whoever you're doing whatever with are on the same page. Because that can result in people not understanding, not accepting things happening the way they could.
See, and
We
I
bring you
thought
life lessons here
originally-
on Scream Stream content. We bring you life lessons and inspirational moments and stuff. So
Yeah.
that's what
See,
we do.
originally I thought, like, once we found out that, like, you know, she basically rejected him at the end of last summer, that was why he was going around killing people, because she showed up, and I
Right.
thought this was some sort of revenge thing. Although I
Mhm.
thought it was weirder he didn't kill her sooner than he did, and I was like, well, maybe he's just kind of trying to terrorize her first, and
Right.
then it's like, oh no, that has nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
I'm just
yeah,
like, oh, okay. I mean, that sounded like a solid plot, you know?
yeah. Yeah. But it's just really cool because you have this whole mythology around this mask and the stuff that it does and everything. And I mean, we touch on it, briefly, but I mean, I want some sequels. I want some like world building type stuff, and have him come back, and it can or cannot take place in a summer camp again. It could be a home invasion. Like basically, let's take this concept and let's go into all the subgenres for us. We've done summer camp. Let's go and do home invasion. Let's go and do. Let's go and do a melt, some type of let's go into like sub genres and go with the melt film, like street trash, and
But if they keep on with the theme of what they were going for, he died at camp. So I know that, like, with Friday the 13th, you're kind of moving around a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
But would this one be able to do it? Or would we have to wait until they did, several sequels?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it could easily be, which unfortunately I feel like it's going to be a one and done type thing, which sometimes that's the best way, is they leave you wanting more. But
sequels are very hit and miss. So
they
if they did remake it, you're like, I don't want it to fall significantly short.
No, and you don't want it. You don't want the good memories and the good impression you have of the first film be tarnished by a lesser sequel or a lesser developed concept for a sequel, just for sequel's sake. And that's what happens 75% of the time when horror sequels are made. But yeah, I really enjoyed this film. Again, like I mentioned in the intro, it was streaming on Shudder at one point as an exclusive, but it's not anymore. So I actually just bought a couple weeks back a physical copy and stuff, and even those are kind of starting to become scarce. So if you can get it, and add it to your rotation of summer camp horror films that you watch and stuff. But I loved it, and I definitely want to revisit it again because I haven't watched it in a little while.
Well, see, it's also really good because of all the other ones that we've watched so far, those all take themselves pretty serious. And this one is just very lighthearted, despite the fact that you have all these, like, murders going on that are pretty brutal.
Yeah.
The film still makes it very lighthearted.
Right, yeah, and it's very, it's a very, it's not quite meta, but it's like right there as far as being very meta and stuff. And but yeah, I feel like honestly, I feel like if it was just a film that was that didn't have the angle of Allison's character in it with the friend in the store that's a horror fanatic and stuff, basically, being his lifeline as far as what's happening, what's going to happen. That I think made the film to me and stuff. And I was expecting to see Allison. I think going into the film, knowing that she was, obviously main character, and I expected her to be, I guess, not in it in the capacity that she was, because she's basically in one location the entire time. That's it, which is fine. I guess I was expecting her to be more involved in the plot, I guess, like on site, which is, again, I loved how they had her role and how she was having to continue on the phone with him and continuing to wait on customers and stuff and everything. I thought it was really cool.
And the looks that everyone gives her and the excuses that she comes up with.
Right, yeah. But yeah, it's definitely one that surprised me. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did, but I loved it so much. And yeah, again, check it out. And yeah, is there anything else you want to say about this film, Brandy, before we wrap it up?
I enjoyed that the ending had a little bit of a twist on, because, I mean, we all pretty much know what the formula is in an original of how things are going to go, and that's what she's going off of when she's trying to help him, and that's not what happens. So
Right.
I did enjoy that.
Yes. And this film actually was based on an idea by Chuck Wendig and Sam Sykes. Sam Sykes
From
is
Twitter, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was based on like a Twitter convo. Sam Sykes is actually, I believe it's Sam Sykes. He's a fantasy writer, and Chuck is a author, comic book writer, screenwriter, blogger. Just has done a lot of comic stuff, and just to bring it back home to Screamstream, I believe it was Sam Sykes. He was one of the best men or groomsmen at our good friends at Geeks Who Eat, their wedding. So that's a cool little connection to the film from the home front. So hopefully Sam will check it out, and maybe Chuck, and yeah, maybe we can try to convince them to write a sequel, because I know I'm definitely in the camp of wanting one. So
Yes. Maybe we can get more people to join in on this, and we can petition them for a sequel.
let's make a petition. Let's make a movement. Hashtag bring us the "You Might Be the Killer Again" sequel. So
You
something
might
along
be the
those
killer.
lines.
It's so obvious.
For real. For real, though.
How do you people not notice this? They could do a lot with that title on some sequels.
They really could. Like, I think it should always stay the same as far as "You Might Be the Killer," and then just do like parentheses, but for real.
Yeah.
Or
like the colons, you know, obviously we have to put those in.
yeah.
Come on, guys, how many times are we going to have to do this? Do you people not watch horror movies?
Right. I mean, we're basically writing it out for you, so there you go. Well, thanks guys for tuning into this review. Brandy, thanks for checking it out and sharing your thoughts and opinions on it.
Of
And again, tune in next week for our second and final week of Screamstream Summer Camp, and it's basically all sleepaway camp. We have a recipe inspired by sleepaway camp from Geeks Who Eat. We have a special surprise interview that we won't reveal until it's being shown. And they're having an awesome, amazing sleepaway camp retrospective. And then we have a Madman watch party to wrap up the entire 2-week span of Screamstream Summer Camp. And again, do not forget to enter our Screamstream Summer Camp Survival Kit giveaway. We have lots of amazing items. We have a Screamstream Summer Camp shirt, a patch. We have an amazing Cthulhu statue that was gifted to us for this giveaway by Derek V, who's helped us with some content in the past. We featured him a couple weeks back. An awesome custom pillow from Zombie Couture. We have an amazing, it's the camp from The Burning, which was Camp Blackstone, I believe. We have a hat that says Camp Blackstone from the great people at Saturday Morning Horror. And all of it's valued around $100, probably a little bit more than that, honestly. Probably being generous, because I know the statue alone is worth, it's selling for 50. So definitely enter that if your chance to win. And we'll see you next week. So bye.
Bye.